my life, but we throw them away. Oh, 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 love should be a joy.
Clean, declutter, and organize. That is going to be the focus of this video. If this is our first time ever meeting, then hi, hello, my name is Ashley, and you are currently visiting our log home in the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee. So welcome. There are so many areas that I need to tackle. I need to go through and just take inventory. Let's see what we have, just evaluate what we're using, what we're not using, what we can get rid of, what we can organize a little bit better. This next season of life, the Lord willing, is going to be a busy one, so now is the perfect time to do that. And I think today is the perfect day to get started because it's cold, it's raining, it's dreary, all of the snow has officially melted, which we'll get into that and chit chat about all of that. But if you're needing some motivation, then here it is. Maybe get up and do some decluttering and cleaning with me. Otherwise, let's hang out and be friends, and then of course we'll chit chat and catch up and talk about life and everything else in between. So my baby is sleeping, and I know that he is going to be up from his nap pretty much any minute. So I'm just going to take you upstairs and show you kind of what I've already been working on. I've gathered up a few things to go ahead and get rid of. And then I have a few things on my mind that I know that I want to go ahead and purge and get rid of. I'm not going to be necessarily getting rid of clothes in this video because I just went through and did a huge clothing purge, which I need to do that again, but that's not going to be the focus for right now. But let me just show you what I've already gathered up to get rid of. This is everything that I have gathered up to get rid of so far, and I would like to have a number, like a grand total. So I'm going to go ahead and count all of these individual items so we can have a running total. But you know, there's just so many random things, like a bra extension. These are a pair of Gap jeans. This is a boppy pillow. There's a high chair cover. This is like pillows and Christmas stuff. And then in here, what's in here? Oh, gift bags and baby stuff and stuff like that. So let me just count all of these things real quick. And that's 23 items that we're getting rid of. This is the upstairs bathroom. So one thing that I am going to get rid of in here is this Angel Care bathtub. Everybody on YouTube raved about how good it was, but it didn't work that great for us. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then these towels and the robe, I never actually used these, but I don't want to get rid of them for now. So we'll pack them away. And, you know, who knows? We might be able to get to use those in the future. There is one thing I know I want to get rid of, and it is this. It's a conditioner. It smells really good, but it doesn't do really good in your hair. And I mean, this thing's like full. And usually I use conditioner to shave my legs, but I just don't like this. Now that will make 25 items for our running total. I know I do want to get rid of these shoes, so we'll add those. They're Brooks, but I don't want them, so we're going to get rid of those. This will be 26 and 27. These are LL Bean, like men's work shirts, and I think they're really nice. They're more of like a Carhartt material, but David, he didn't like them, so there's no need to keep them. I'm going to get rid of both of those. So we're at 27. Look how cute this is. Lori had this made and sent this to Arthur. Is this not? This is the most precious thing, and he loves it. So I've got to go through all of these toys. We're going to take them downstairs at some point. I'm still working on toy storage. I haven't come up with that yet, but this thing right here, we don't love it. So this is going to be number 28. So Robin sent this blanket. She made it and it's so plush and beautiful and soft. And so we still use that up here. Although he doesn't lay under it, he still likes to grab on all of these things and yank them. But as you can see, we have more toys up here. So I will figure out a toy solution very soon. Okay, the next few things here, these plates that I had decided to get rid of. So this is 28, 29, 30, 31, and then the sign right here would be 32. This, I don't know what happened to it because I didn't use bleach. So 33 for that, that'll go into the trash or be a cleaning rag. And then 34, I got this for my voiceovers, but it's not what I needed. This is more for gaming. So we're going to send that back. So what did I say we're at? 34? This is the area that I am going to work on tackling. Bookcase. Do have sheets over the door, and if you know, you know, but if not, I'm going to explain it to you during the voiceover. But let me just show you kind of where we're at. So I've got books and things just sitting on the top of here, some things that I need to clean off. I've got, this is actually for Valentine's Day and I wanted to put some candies in it, but I'm having a hard time finding sugar-free Valentine's Day candies. So I just got some Werther's maybe to go in it, but in here, this is just packed full, and it's quite the mess. So I feel like there's just a lot in here that maybe I could get rid of, I think anyway. But first of all, this bookcase belonged to my grandmother and it sat at the end of our hallway, which is pictured right here on the left hand side. This is the home that I grew up in. I would say I was 19 or 20 years old there, but my grandmother bought this piece of furniture from one of our local furniture stores, which is no longer in business, in the 70s. And I think she said she gave $40 for it, brand new. And at the time in the 70s, $40 was a lot of money to spend on a bookcase. And she always took really good care of all of her furniture and everything. I have beat this one up a little bit because I have moved it many times. And, you know, furniture, it does better, of course, when you have a permanent spot for it. But anyways, it's just special, so I thought that I would share that with you. But how are you guys doing? It's so good to see you. I know that so many of you got snow. We ended up getting 8 inches of snow, and it lasted for about 4 days, and then the rain came in and it melted all of it away. But we did get to experience that. I love the snow, but I also love to see the snow go. And I'm also really looking forward to spring and all of that. But these sheets on the door, I actually seen a short video on Instagram, and it was a lady sharing that if you put sheets over top of the door, that it will block that draft from coming into your house and keep your house warmer and cut down on your utility bill. So I mentioned it to David and he's like, yeah, absolutely, let's do that. And one of the first comments on that short video was, this was way too ghetto for me. But we have extremely high ceilings in this house, and our utility bill can run $500 or plus. So there's no shame in saving a little bit of money on our utility bill during all of this freezing cold weather. One time when we got a bill that was close to $500, I called the utility bill and I thought, surely there's been a mistake. But the lady explained to me that a lot of these HVAC systems during cold weather are not designed for weather that is below freezing, which would be under 30 degrees. And so what happens is they kick into this auxiliary heat. And so it uses, I don't remember exactly what it is, kilowatts or something like that, but it uses 3 times the amount of the electricity that it normally would. And that is what really runs your bill up. And so I'm kind of nervous about this bill that is about to come up, but those sheets, they really did make a difference. I'm telling you, I know they don't look aesthetically pleasing, but they really did make the house warmer. I took them off as of yesterday because this week, I think we're supposed to get up into the low 60s, which I love to see it. Anybody that has like arthritis or autoimmune issues or anything like that, cold weather it's just really hard on your bones. But in this cabinet, in this notebook right here, I keep a lot of our important papers. And then also one thing that's really important to me is I keep a notebook in here, and it has every single bill that I have on here. Every account that I have a list of passwords, and I have a tab for each bill where you know in detail exactly what site to go to, how to log in, and what to do. Because if something ever happened to me, right here is everything that you need to know. And so it's very important to me to keep that notebook up to date, you know. What's funny is we are at this phase now. Let me know if your baby's doing this, but as soon as I clean it up, he has to rush right over and undo it. He can't stand it if you pick it up. And this goes with his toys too. But he was having such a good time helping Mama go through all of this stuff, or, you know, destruct everything that I was doing. But I'm just going to clean the top of this off, and, you know, just there's a few things that need to go into a different area, so that's going to make this look a lot less full as well. And then I'm going to put out just a few little decorations for Valentine's Day, which that's coming up. That's this weekend as of right now that I'm doing this voiceover.
So in love with you. You got me down again.
Shelf. This is the 14 things that I'm going to get rid of. So that brings our total up to 50 at the moment. I'm just going to show you with all of the cards that we got, which a lot of these actually come from you all. I have started to cut them out, like, you know, if it has Bible verses or just like, you know, cute things on different cards, like I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to put it in his baby book. So I think that's a great way to use your cards. It's the next day and I am back to do some more decluttering with my fresh set of pink Valentine's Day nails. I did these last night. I think they're so pretty. I don't know if it's just because of Valentine's Day, but I am really into pink here lately. All shades of pink. I think it may be my new favorite color. This very next area is one that I have been needing to tackle for at least a year now, and that is underneath the kitchen sink. There's so much stuff under there and I use a handful of things, so I don't even know what all is under there. But this is one that I'm gonna have to go through very quickly because there's chemicals, I do know that, and the baby's sleeping, so I want to get this done before he gets up because he's gonna want to get in there and help. So also I noticed that yesterday I counted number 28 twice, so instead of being at 50 items, we're actually starting out with 51 items. So let's just see what else we can add to that. It's bad. It's really bad.
Work is almost over, summer's getting closer. No time to be sober, sunshine on my shoulders. I'm alive and breathing, living my best life. Love is on my mind and it's making me high.
Okay, so here is the after. It may not look super organized, but everything in here is useful. And so I'm gonna hang on to every single bit of this for right now. So at least it looks a whole lot better. These are the things that I gathered up to get rid of. Plus I've got some trash here, but we're not counting that. So these cleaners, this one's like halfway full. So we will donate the cleaners because they do still have stuff in them besides that one right there, the awesome one. And this is completely full. I'll ask David if he wants that to take to work with him, but I don't like the way that it smells. And then just this hand towel. I've got some new of these dish drainers, and you know, I was using these things for cleaning. But anyway, so here are all the things, and that brings our total up to 64 items so far. Next area that I'm wanting to tackle is the vanity in the downstairs bathroom. So apparently this is a theme with me. I'm not good at under the sink organization. So we're going to try to get that under control. And then, let's see. Okay, this drawer is mine. And this drawer right here is mine. So, excuse me. Excuse me. Arthur. Arthur. What are you doing? Are you making a mess? Anyway, I'm going to try to go through this really quickly and organize it just a little bit and see what I can get rid of. And then I will go through his little dresser here. I don't know if there's anything in there that I can get rid of, but you know, I might as well while we're in here. And then one thing I know for sure is this, because this is my favorite self-tanner. Love this stuff. But this is like, I don't know, 2 years old at this point, and I tried to put it on, and it actually turned me green. So I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get some more of that. So that's one item I know I'm getting rid of. So let's see what else. Getting started decluttering is always the hard part for me, but once I get started, I am so motivated to get rid of so many more things. Like more things that I got rid of during this decluttering session. Now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm looking around and seeing what else that I can get rid of, because I know there's more things. You know what's funny is I used to be a totally different person. I would never shop secondhand, you know, or anything like that. I bought luxury handbags and makeup and perfume and clothes and all the things. And I just started to have a personal conviction, you know, about, am I being a good steward of the resources, the money and the time and the things that God gives me? And so the Lord's really done a work in my life over the last, I would say, 8 years when it comes to material possessions.
You should see the city lights tonight. I don't think they've ever burned this bright. Did you know when how everything would turn out? We learned to run, we learned to fight. Sooner or later, we can become strangers. Someday, somewhere, we can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then. Just wait, just wait. If I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. And if I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. I wanted to be saved before we lost our way. We were picture perfect, but below the surface, I wasn't okay. I made it look that way. I'm saying you deserved it. Sometimes it just happens that way. Sooner or later.
Okay, all of the drawers have been gone through and they have been sorted, but this is what it looks like underneath here now. These bins, they're ripped and busted, but anyways, we at least know what's down here and it's all organized. And this is all my feminine products, so all of that is going to stay down here. But in the meantime, I just want you to see what's being strung out all over the bathroom currently.
We can be calm strangers someday, somewhere. We can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then.
Okay, just two things. This little pacifier thing for medication that we never used, and then the small little thing of Johnson's. Okay, so this is all the items that I'm going to get rid of in here at this point. So the 64 plus this is going to make it a total of 75 so far. There's some of this left. It's sit salt for postpartum, and I just don't need that right now. I've got some hair serum, and I showed you those two things. This is almost empty. I told you about that. This Joico, it's actually a very full container, and I love Joico, you know, that whole product line, but this makes your hair extremely greasy, or it does mine. There's something wrong with it, and I've had a hard time getting this out, and I'm done, so I'm getting rid of it. Tiny bit of this left, so we'll go ahead and just purge that. Same thing here. This is basically empty. I loved this stuff, by the way. If I could find some more of it, I'm gonna look on Amazon. I would get this again because it was so good. And then this hair curler. So 75 items. I'm also going to get rid of these. They taste funny. I think they're expired. So this will make 76. I'm going to throw these in the garbage. I threw those other things in the garbage. But the other things that we're going to donate, I've been putting them here on the stairs so we can add them with the rest of the things that we have upstairs. Many days later, the weekend is actually already come and gone. We have been so busy, so I have to do this in increments and piece it together just whenever I have little pockets of time. Realistically, that's all that I can do in this season of life, and that's okay. I'm bound and determined to finish what I started. There are 2 more areas that I am wanting to declutter. And that is right here in the bedroom. The dresser, I have some makeup and some clothes in the dresser that I want to go through. And then the closet that is underneath the stairs, I keep bins in there of like extras and stuff. So I'm wanting to go through it and see if there's anything in there that I can get rid of. Also, I've already changed my hair color. I went darker, and you know what? I think I really like it. I think it matches my eye color really well, and I think this suits me. So I am going to leave it this way for right now. I did find a few items over the weekend to add to where we left off. So our running total at the moment is 76. And these are the things that I'm going to add to it. So this will make 77. I'm not going to use this. I will, you know, eat a piece of candy or drink a drink. This is for your blood sugar to bring it back up. So that'll be 77. I do not like the way this smells. 78. Same thing. This is not a good smell at all. I can't stand it. So 79, and then this was gifted to Arthur, and the way that it blows balls out everywhere and you have to chase them everywhere, I just can't. So we're going to give this to somebody else. So this is going to be 80 items. So let's keep decluttering. The top of the dresser is looking very cluttered, and then in this drawer right here, this is where I keep my makeup and my jewelry. I've downsized a lot on both of those things, but something needs to be done here, and I know there's some things I can get rid of.
You walked in and I thought, here we go. One look and I am all but sober. I forget that I've been here before. And suddenly you're all I see. The situation, it gets me frustrated. It's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remember. drama queen. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 You said hi and I thought, here we go. Can you tell that I am all but sober? Never realized my friends went home. Suddenly you're all I need. The situation, it gets me frustrated. It's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 I know that it's just a crush, but I always read way too much into stuff. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. I know it's just a crush.
I do have more makeup upstairs that I will have to go through as well at some point, but I just wanted to organize this a little bit better and see what I could get rid of. But the fact that this is all the makeup and jewelry that I own, and of course I have extras in here, some things that haven't been opened, some bronzers and stuff. This is huge because I have had tons of makeup and jewelry in the past, but I don't care about jewelry and I don't care about purses that much anymore, and I've narrowed my makeup down pretty well, so I'm proud that this is all that I have. Now this is going to stay here because we do run it occasionally. It's a Vicks humidifier. The baby is playing with a sealed bottle of Tums, by the way, so that's what that noise is, but gotta do what you gotta do. I do have some awesome eyeshadow palettes upstairs as well, but this is the way that we're gonna leave this for now. But I do want to hit these drawers. Now this is socks, I won't go through it, but these drawers here, I know there's some stuff that I can probably get rid of, and then I want to go through this little cart here as well. And then so far I've got this stuff right here gathered up that I'm going to be getting rid of it, and then I want to hit this dresser over here. This is 14 items that I pulled out of that drawer, so that is going to bring us up to 93 items at this point. This mascara, I didn't love it. I was trying different ones, and I got a small one of the Too Faced ones because everybody seems to really like it, but I really love this Clinique. I've used this for a really long time, actually, the High Impact Volume Mascara in Extreme Black. But I also love Lancome's equally, so that's my two favorite mascaras. But I'm not a hand sanitizer girly. If it has scent in it, I like just plain sanitizer. And but anyways, and then I replaced this, but this is 14 items, so we're up to 94 things.
I know it's just a crush. Crush.
From that, it was just this empty package, which when I find this product, I'm going to put it in there. So we are going to count this as, let's see, 95. And then I got this. It's a little ring light thing to add to like your phone or your camera. So that's going to be 96. This is what this looks like, by the way. It just clips on because I have the big ring light, but sometimes you just want like one that you can carry with you. So it has all of these different settings where you can do like different temperatures and then, you know, however bright that you want it. So it's very affordable too. I'll link this in case you're interested in a little ring light. I decided to get this quilt out from underneath the bed and go ahead and get rid of it because I want something new. And if you see the bed is wet there, it's because the baby spilled his bottle there, and I am in desperate need of a new quilt. or a new comforter. And I think I have one picked out, which I told you I have been looking for one. And the baby and I are going to go here in actually just a little bit and go back and look at it and see if it's still in stock and make sure that that is for sure what I want. But I'm pretty sure that it is because I've thought about it a lot. But I just went through the drawers that are mine because on the left side, that is my husband's. But I just organized this drawer because this is all of my workout clothes. It's my leggings and sports bras, but for a shirt, I just wear a t-shirt. I mean, I'm working out here at home and nobody's seeing me, and I don't, cute workout clothes don't really motivate me. Like, whatever is comfortable and stretchy that I can throw on quickly is what motivates me to get it done. So I was just checking all of the drawers and all of these t-shirts at the moment. I think I am going to hang on to them and just get rid of that one because I will wear all of these. Little Bear makes 97. This Pioneer Woman quilt, I've decided to get rid of it. So that will make 98. And then I've got one t-shirt will make 99. We literally have one item to hit 100. I know so many of you really loved this quilt last year, and it's still in excellent condition, so I think I'm going to try to sell it on Marketplace because I've only used it for a short period of time. And but anyways, I want something new this year, so I have decided to part with that. This is the final place that I am going to declutter today. This is just a hodgepodge of different things. The top one is like extra shampoos or toothpaste, toothbrushes, you know, hair products or whatever. It's just extras. Basically, if you run out of something, go check this bin first before you go out and buy it. And usually I have like, you know, a couple different mouthwashes and stuff in there as well. And then this bottom one, that is air fresheners and scentsies. And I've got like bug spray and sunscreen in that one. And then in this bottom one, it is just a hodgepodge of just random things, but it's necessary. So I went through all of that. Closet, I found exactly one thing to get rid of, and it's this Jergens lotion, the firming lotion. And these things, they do break down, and I've had this for a couple years, so it's just time to just throw it into the trash. But 100 items, so I think this will be a really good place to stop for now. Of course, there's always more stuff that I can get rid of, but it just kind of builds the momentum when you count how many items that you're getting rid of, because, you know, I can't stop at just like 98. We at least have to find 2 more items that we can get rid of. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are motivated to get up and declutter some of your spaces as well. Thank you for spending time with me. But you keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I will see you again very soon. Bye.